my father used to have a six pack and I used to have a belly. Father was asking, look at my body and look at your body. So there was one point where I've ordered some trousers online, but I was not able to wear them. And I need to check my job as well. I need to do my job thing and I need to focus on the gym as well. Anyone if they want to lose weight, I personally recommend them to not do any sort of sugars. So I've seen people where they eat very less, they still remain fat. There is a very big myth that all oils are bad. Ghee and coconut oil are the most best good fats you can ever get. One can simply start with walking. Every day he can walk for like around 10k steps.
They don't want to build muscles because I look a certain way, I look bulky.
So if you take sugars in the first place,
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of JCL Podcast Bindaspur. I'm your host Ruchita and today we are turning up the energy with a topic that's close to everyone's hearts. Fitness. Because we all know, fit hai to hit hai. And joining me today is someone who lives by that motto, Krishna Malla. Krishna, welcome to the show.
hi Ruchita, thanks for having me here.
Great. So Krishna, what do you do at Geomart?
So I work as a deputy manager here and I work in the supply chain wing. I handle reverse logistics part.
Great. So besides work, what are some of the things that you are interested in and you're passionate about?
So I'm pretty much passionate about this bodybuilding and I like to help people on their weight loss journeys and their weight loss transformations and everything. So it feels good like when someone is actually becoming a better version and you're the coach.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it feels fabulous when people get fit or better versions of themselves because of you.
Yeah.
And I can see, you're too much into bodybuilding with all your muscles and all.
Yeah.
It's quite evident. But how did it all start for you? When did it begin?
So it all started back then when I'm doing my engineering first year, where my father used to have a six pack and I used to have a belly. So there is one day where my father was asking, look at my body and look at your body.
Okay.
And I was very belittled for myself and I started my gym journey.
Yeah.
So that is when the first time that is for the first time when I hit the gym. So it all started there. And initially it was so hard for me to step into the gym every day. I need to push myself very hard.
Right.
And to see, I don't know how this thing works and there is no like much proper guidance, but because I want to do it myself, because I'm challenging my dad.
Right.
And it was hard at before, but eventually once I started learning things and learning stuff about it, and I got so much I'm pretty much interested in it. And once my body started transforming within like 2-3 months, I can see the change in my body. So it felt very nice and I was doing it since then.
I think
And I
that
never
kept you
looked back.
going.
Yeah, it kept
Seeing
me
that
going.
positive change in yourself, your body become better.
Better.
You losing the tummy and coming close to
coming
getting
close to,
abs
like-
like your father.
It's not like getting abs like my father, but yeah, I'm somewhere like I'm better than yesterday.
Better than yesterday. I think that's a great feeling to have, no doubt about it.
Initially, once I finished my engineering, when I started my first job, it was challenging where everything was new and I need to check my job as well. I need to do my job thing and I need to focus on the gym as well. It did not work in a proper way, but eventually when I started getting habituated to the job part, I bounced back and it was hard again. And once I crossed that part, it was literally amazing for me. I mean, I never looked back from that.
So what was that one thing that kept you going or motivated or brought you back to the gym after you quit it during your, first job?
So, the one thing which I would say which brought me back to the gym, so there was one point where I've ordered some trousers online, but I was not able to wear them. Before my waist size used to be that one, but now I got a belly back.
Ah, okay.
So I felt very bad where I have kept these clothes with myself in my cupboard and I'm motivated again to go back to that waist size and wear that pants again.
Okay.
So that is what motivated me for the second time.
Were you able to do that? Were you?
I was
Yeah,
able to do that within like 3 months, and it's a great feeling when I do it again. I felt so happy for
You
it.
know, I know so many people who have such pieces of wardrobe,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
they are still not able to fit into it, trying so hard. But I'm sure we'll be able to get some fitness advice from you today.
Yeah.
And one very important question which I'd like to address right at the beginning before we get into the rest of it is about your food and your diet.
Yeah.
I think besides going to the gym, exercising, one very important aspect which happens to be important is food. And we were talking about it earlier, right?
Yes.
So you said that there is something called as a blueprint.
When I say it's about the like blueprint, it's not like a blueprint, but it works for most of my people I have trained. I mean, so when a person is looking for a fat loss journey, then he needs to take less maintenance, less calories, he need to have a less intake, minus 500 or minus 300 intake, then his maintenance calories. Then he will start like losing fat. How the body actually works is, so whenever I would definitely recommend to cut down to zero sugars. I'm saying this because whenever your body is spending some or the other energy, when you're spending energy, body will first look for all the sugars in your body.
Right.
So first, all the sugars which you have will be burnt off for the energy. And later, you will have those carbs. When the carbs are depleted in your body and the glycogen reserves are depleted, then it will start taking energy from the fats.
Okay.
So it is the third step. So if you take sugars in the first place, then you can't reach your goal. Like,
Okay.
there are too much of sugars in your body, and in order to burn the sugars, you're doing all this effort. And when it will be delayed, when we burn all our carbs, and then we need to go to fats, right?
Right.
So fat loss journey वैसा थोड़ा hard हो जाएगा. So what we need to do, we should cut down our sugars entirely.
Okay.
Anyone if they want to lose weight, I personally recommend them to not to do any sort of sugars.
Okay.
So, and the protein intake should be at least 1.8 gram per kg of the body weight.
Okay.
So that would be helping in building muscle, and actually it also helps where converting the fat into energies.
Got.
So, and the other part, when we are talking of the diet in the fat loss journey, we also need to take good fats and a good amount of fiber.
Good fiber.
Yeah. When saying a good fats, they can be almonds, they can be avocado, and there is a very big myth that all oils are bad. But even it's scientifically proven that ghee and coconut oil are the best good fats you can ever get.
Got it. Right.
You can use cold pressed coconut oil and you can use pure ghee, and they are very rich in good fats.
Good fats.
So whenever you're starting your fat loss journey, you need to have all these things. And the fiber is also most important part. Wherever you are consuming protein, so this fiber helps the body to absorb the protein which you have taken.
Okay.
So if you're taking your protein, then there might be possibility that 100% of your food won't be getting absorbed. 100% of the protein won't be absorbed by your body.
Right.
So, but if you take more amount of fiber, right, your gut health will be nice, and the protein also absorption rates also will be better.
Right.
So these are four things when we talk about the food,
Right.
and you need to keep a check on your micronutrients, like your vitamins, any vitamin deficiencies and everything.
One pertinent question that all of us have is, how do I become fit? मैं healthy कैसे बनूं? How do I lose weight? So what are your thoughts on this?
So when we are specifically talking about the weight loss journey, it's more about the food. So you need to have specific food intake where like you burn more calories than what you take. So that's when the fat loss thing happened.
Right.
So when we talk about the exercise part, one can simply start with walking. Every day he can walk for like around 10k steps. So there are watch trackers and everything pretty much right now.
Right.
So which can help them in track their daily step count. So they can easily start with 10k steps in a day. And after that, like the major part which we need to talk here is diet.
Right.
So for every person there will be something called as maintenance calories. So if the person wants the fat loss, he needs to eat food, like calorie intake should be lower than what he expends.
Okay.
So general maintenance calories are something which your body uses in a daily basis. So it depends on the what base, what height, what weight, and what's your age, and basically metabolic rate के हिसाब से होता है.
Okay.
So generally on this particular thing, so if you take minus 300 or minus 500 calories than your regular maintenance calories, then you will lose weight.
Right.
हाँ, so maintenance calories आपका जो है उससे ज्यादा अब जो ले रहे तो you will gain muscle mass or fat. You should take proper protein and fiber and everything.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is ki if we have to remain healthy and say for someone who's not going to the gym, we can maintain a calorie deficit say of 300, 500 calories and do say 10,000 steps. Maybe take 45 minutes or 1 hour to walk.
To walk.
And that will help us to remain fit and healthy and maybe lose
That
weight.
that will help you to reduce your weight.
Right.
I mean, not in a very faster pace, but yeah, with the consistency, you can see if you even if you lose like around 0.8 kg per week, it would be like much if you compare it in the month end, right?
Right.
So that is how it works.
But I think over a period of time, what also happens is then it becomes stagnant. Right?
we-
And then what do we do after that?
We hit plateau sometimes. So this particular thing is called plateau.
Okay.
So whenever you're not losing weight and this weight loss, like not weight loss, when weight loss is not happening, there might be multiple reasons. It mainly focuses on the what macros and micros you're taking. When we talk about the macros, what protein intake, what fiber intake, what good fat intake, and what carb intake you're taking.
Right.
And the micronutrients are all this vitamin deficiencies, vitamin D, everything. And if you have any thyroid issues or something, even that need to be checked in a medical ways with the doctor. And first we need to find out the reason what is actually making you gain weight.
Okay.
There'll be so many people who will eat so very less quantity of food, but they are still fat.
Right.
So for those people, this is a very good question actually. So I've seen people where they eat very less and they still remain fat. So once you start eating very less food for longer periods of time, so what happens? Your body will think in such a way that, so he is giving me very little food every day. Then my everyday maintenance calories or like everyday wants. So your body will go into a very alarm state.
Okay.
So whatever food you're giving into your body, it will directly store it as a fat.
Okay.
Because it is, it's its alarm mechanism. So whatever, even if you're eating a small amount of food, it will directly store it as a fat.
Okay.
So that is how it works. So, जो कम भी खा रहे, like they are getting fat. वैसे there can be multiple reasons. We cannot say there would be only one specific reason for hitting this plateau. But there might be the food habits or
Sleeping habits. Maybe.
sleeping habits mostly, and the stress, work stress and everything. So all these factors play a very crucial role about this.
Right. So what you're trying to say is fitness is not just about hitting the gym. It's also about diet. It's also
Diet.
about sleep,
And the mental peace.
mental peace, and also understanding
Your
the
body.
macros in your food, the micros in your food.
Yeah.
What are your deficiencies? Or even understanding if you have maybe thyroid or some other factors that might impact you.
So firstly, we need to find out the root cause why we are making a weight gain over here.
Right. And then also make a target that, what's the kind of target weight that I want to hit. Okay. There's a lot spoken and heard about building muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot of myths that goes around when it comes to muscle building, especially in women where, I see women, they don't want to build muscles because I look a certain way. I look bulky, I don't want to look bulky. I want to look toned.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say about muscle building in general?
So for women, what would I say is even if they work out pretty real hard, I don't think they're gonna bulk up easy as a man. So women's main hormone is like estrogen, which doesn't promote like that much of bulky muscle mass growth.
Right.
So wherever the man's thing is like testosterone, it will give the man a bulkier, much more muscle in a faster pace and the bulk muscles on all this. So here, when the women are working out, they want to tone the body. People will think that if I lose my fat, we will get a toned body.
Correct.
But it's not the case. It is called when someone wants to tone their body, it is actually called body recomposition, where you will lose fat and simultaneously you will gain muscle.
Right.
So that is when you properly look toned. So toning is not like fat loss. Toning is very different. You need to also build muscle while losing weight.
By using the right.
That is how
and
it
how
works.
important you think this is for people in general?
So for apart, like I mean, if we talk about in general, everyone needs protein on daily basis, and everyone needs to lift weights. Because even in the scientific studies, there were researchers which show per decade you will lose around 3.3 percentage to 8 percentage of your body muscle once you hit your 30s.
Okay.
So once you hit your 50s, your muscle mass will be decreasing even more. It will be like 5 to 10%. It will be decreasing of straight.
Okay.
So to maintain the muscle mass, you need to work out properly, and you need to take proper protein intake and carb intake, and what are the nutrition that muscle needs to repair itself. And all these factors like play a very crucial role.
Okay.
So recently, even doctors and nutritionists, everyone have been shedding light on these particular topics. Like we need to maintain the muscle mass so that we'll remain healthy.
Correct.
So yeah, I believe like everyone should maintain their muscle mass so that they would obviously look young. And when you check, we also check sometimes every one of our friends, right? Even if the person who is like very regular to the gym, he looks way much younger than what his age is.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
So it is scientifically proven that due to muscle mass, these things happen.
Okay.
So yeah, all the people should work out, should take a proper nutrition thing and maintain proper muscle mass, and everyone need to look toned.
Right. So I think that's a very big takeaway for us from today's discussion, and a very big myth that got busted.
Yeah.
Where people think that it's not important to go to the gym, or it's not important to build muscles, especially in women. But I think it's important for everyone.
Even I want my mom to be also like exercising every day,
Right.
and I motivate her to take protein, at least 1 gram of protein for her 1 kg of body weight,
Right.
and so that she also stays healthy. And we definitely we should definitely ask our parents and everyone like who are like aging up, like we should ask them to take protein and proper nutrition around this.
So I think I read somewhere that India happens to be one of the most protein deficient, countries where people don't have enough protein in their diet.
in their diet.
When we go back to our moms and dads and tell them to start eating protein, they're like, they shut us down saying,
Yeah.
ये क्या है जो घर में बना है वो खाओ चुपचाप. When we tell them, I think ज़्यादा oil मसाला मत डालो, they'll be like, no, I think the taste matters. It's difficult for us to convince them, but I think it's the right time for us to get started.
Yeah. So
Now.
there will be healthy options in the proteins as well. I mean, if someone is not actually good with completing their protein intake, they can actually even use the protein powders and stuff, which are like, I'm not saying where they should use any kind of protein powders, but they should consult a doctor, and whatever doctor prescribes for them, they need to go for it.
Right.
There'll be certain brands which make it in a proper way. I mean, not adding much artificial ingredients or something. Those are like, there'll be so many debates around this.
Correct.
Is the protein like good or bad for health? And one was like, if we talk about the vegetarian diets, so mostly protein might be or might not be absorbed by all the bodies in India. I mean, depends on the body type to body type. So for these kind of people, if they're not able to fulfill their protein intake goals, they can obviously go for the protein by doctor's prescriptions and all.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that is another myth that, protein powders cause some effect on your kidney, and people say that it's already overhyped and that's why you should not have protein.
No, there are good brands and bad brands as well. It's all about how they make. You should actually check on market and take the protein which has
Do your thorough
very
research.
and very minimal artificial ingredients added to it.
Right.
It's not like everything is bad. This protein is actually made up of milk. So whatever, when we do the paneer, right? and everything, like we will get the remaining water which is left over after we take out the paneer stuff, right? So with that the protein is made.
That's called whey.
Whey. That is the protein.
Before we wrap up, is there any piece of advice that you want to give on fitness to our fellow Geomartians?
I want to tell them to start it today. It's not tomorrow, or it's not Monday, or it's not after Diwali.
Right.
They can actually start it today.
Right.
And start small. Go in a proper direction. And once you know that your body is like transforming into the way you want, and once you feel the peace, and once you get confident, you will never look back.
Look back.
Yeah.
Beautifully summarized, Krishna. I think it's about starting small, keeping it consistent, not waiting for your New Year resolution or a Monday to start your fitness journey, and start it right now, right away, and then you will never look back.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Krishna, for coming on the show and sharing your fitness journey with us. So do you have any Instagram handle or a page where we can follow your fitness journey?
Yeah, so my Instagram page is blood_and_barbell. So please do follow and share it with your friends. So I'm also like trying to start giving fitness related tips and what are the workouts which I do in the gym and how you can effectively work out on and concentrate on your muscle building and every stuff
Right.
on the diet part. So I hope you guys will follow me up there and see you there.
Absolutely. I think if not us, then who will support you, right? So we have Krishna's Instagram handle in the link below. Please go there, follow him, follow his fitness journey, and if you need any fitness advice, you know whom to contact. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of JCL Podcast Bindas Bowl. The one thing that we are taking away from today's episode is to keep ourselves going on our fitness journey and start our fitness journey today. I'll see you soon with a brand new episode of JCL Podcast Bindas Bowl. Until then, stay inspired, stay healthy. Ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Hello and welcome to a brand new episode